Okay, so chapter 3 and 4, it was all quadratics. Okay, so chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3 and 4 review. Quadratics. So there was two formulas that chapter 3 kind of dealt with that we'll dive into first. There was the vertex graphing form. Right? Or your vertex. P and Q. Right? Your axis of symmetry. Right, it's the line that cuts the graph right in half. Okay, so let's do an example here.
And then is there not like a way to like change that to get it into like a different?
Whoa, look at you. Spoiler, yeah, nice work.
Quadratic.
Not the quadratic formula.
Oh, what was that thing called? Oh, how to do it?
We got a very nice thing.
Well, it was like some mathematician thing or whatever. Like it's the
Completing the square.
oh,
So,
love from.
my vertex for this one, positive 3 and 4. You have to change the sign on the p-value.
Ooh. Wait, I have to.
And then my axis of symmetry then is just x equals 3. That's okay. So for this graph, we're going to make a very quick sketch.
Wait, oh yeah, because the axis of symmetry is just the x and y.
Yeah. So here's my vertex here. Graph does something like that, okay? There's my vertex. My axis of symmetry is just a line. I cut the graph right down the middle. X equals 3. So far, so good? Now there's domain and range. The domain is very simple. It's not changed in the last year.
It's like X with like Y and then X and all that small.
Very good. X is any number. Now your range is all your Y values though, right? So your Y values, look at the vertex, right?
Wouldn't it just be, but like it has to be above?
Well, positive 4.
Yeah, no, it has to be above.
Yeah. Oh, did you say? Sorry, Sierra. Yeah, range. So it'd be Y such that Y is greater than or equal to 4. Booyakasha. Okay? How are you feeling so far about that? Okay. Sorry, what was that, Gene? Yeah. Coming up on 5 seconds now.
If we don't do the weird R, will we still be fine?
Like just a regular R?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a capital R. As long as it's not like a lowercase r. Yeah, then,
That's weird.
yeah, no. Take 5 more actually.
You probably would. How many units have you?
We did 9.
I mean, how many chapters?
Not in the book? We did 9 chapters. Yeah. Okay. Next thing I'll talk about is standard form. Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c.
Well, this is like standard form, right?
This is standard form. Now, in standard form alone, just looking at the equation, all you know is that this value here,
Is it going to y?
your y-intercept. Okay? But standard form can also find you the x-intercept.
Factor in okay.
Right. So for example, I want a bit of a trickier one. This is pre-calc. We should do something a little bit.
Oh, interesting.
So it's a little bit easier.
I have a
Okay.
question. Okay, is there a reason why, okay, because I feel like the is like 1.1 half.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you make us do like foundations and pre-calcs all the way up to
Well, we make you do it. We don't really make you do it. We just sign you up for it.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is just to keep options open for you guys. Because, like, let's say you were like, oh, I'm just going to do foundations 20 and foundations 30. Okay, that's great, but if you mess up in what you want to do for university or post-secondary or whatever, and you needed pre-calc 30, you have to go back and take pre-calc 20 first.
That's
So this way, if you're short a class, you only have to take 1 instead of going back and doing 2. And you're here anyways, and you have a teacher in the school that teaches it, so why wouldn't you do it instead of taking like, I don't know, Autobody 20 or CalCal? Yeah. Okay.
all the ones.
I don't know. Let's try to think of like or Equine 10 or whatever. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the horse course.
Do you even know what the word equine means?
Force.
That actually goes on.
Do you think I'm just completely inept when I go outside my house?
Ooh, and that good word choice. Call the city boy.
Oh yeah. I guess.
I
I'll let-
boosted a vehicle yesterday. You can
alright.
shut up.
Anybody can boost you.
I know, exactly, that's the point.
No, not anybody.
You'd be surprised, a lot of people don't know what they're doing. I talked to like some people on the baseball team that have no idea what I'm talking.
What?
Just freaky.
Yeah, what the world would come to. Don't know nothing.
All right, cool. All right, so I factored this. Do you guys remember how to do the check on this stuff?
Okay, whoa. Oh, in that case, I get that.
I think so, driving down the country, like- I love driving around.
That adds up to -2.
Okay.
They were a lawyer.
So now I can take these two brackets, right? Split them equal to 0. So
Bob Saget thing was so fun.
okay. Sierra, why do you have that look on your face?
Oh, we just divided it. Okay, well, you divided each thing by 3, we just didn't show it.
No, I didn't show my work. I'm assuming at this point I can just solve for the x-intercept and you guys are okay with it. Very good. Okay, now sometimes, so now when I graph this, I have x-intercepts, I have a y-intercept, and I have the direction it opens, right? This graph opens upwards because A is positive.
Yeah.
Cool. Now sometimes we can't factor the quadratic. It's too hard, it's too big of a number. Or the numbers aren't nice that work out. When that happens, we use the quadratic formula, right? That's the spirit, Levi. Do I need to go over an example of the quadratic formula?
No.
Yes, Sierra.
Oh,
Nice,
I
dude.
see.
Oh, you just needed to accomplish, didn't you?
Oh, there's stuff.
Okay, I have a question. And then in some of the units that we did, I don't know why, but we solved for that, and then we took that, and then that is what X is.
Yes, that's the chapter 9 thing that you're still hung up on.
And I don't know how to do it.
Okay, talk their math up to the 11. I have nothing to do. Come to me.
30 FPS.
30 FPS.
High five, switch, and then play on Or you just bring.
You guys are such a gamer. You're such a gamer.
Yeah, that's why I win $10,000 every year.
Really?
No.
She acted like a legit.
No.
Yeah. Epic coordination.
It's a call.
Yes.
Such a waste of time.
I know.
Oh, my,
God.
like,
It's
my
hard.
dad gets so mad
Oh my
practice.
God.
And yeah, you can pretty waste your time, right? You don't do anything.
Yeah.
And dad just yelled at Cash. Because Cash is down there for hours just absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
Cat-
it's the same as watching TV, you're just playing it.
I know. It's all a
Exactly.
ginormous waste of
Way
time.
better than watching TV.
I play for like an hour on like a Saturday, and I'm scared my dad's gonna come down. So I immediately get to the shop and get to work.
That's good. That's very good. So this will find your x-intercepts. Do you guys remember?
You gonna beat me up? I just stand and say, said that.
Sorry, you're not at my rank.
Oh, I
Do you
totally
feel
spoke
it
wrong.
raining?
There's not the discrimination.
You make lots of honey.
The discriminant, though. Do you guys remember the discriminant?
No. Oh, that is the. Oh, it's when the x equals b. Oh, so that's an x equals b squared minus 4ac.
Yeah. Do you remember what it tells you?
It tells you the x.
Well, it tells you how many you'll have.
Oh. Yes.
How many what?
How many x-intercepts you'll have.
I was making sure you knew the answer first. No.
Number of x-intercepts. Now, the discriminant is just not part of the quadratic equation, right?
Oh, I remember this stuff. Okay.
So, if this is a positive value,
Then access to.
very good, yes.
Oh, it's this?
Yeah.
Whoa.
How does this go? This is like the easiest formula I give you all year.
Positive equals 2.
If it's 0, you have 1. And if it's negative,
Oh, that's.
Isn't it like 5 of these units you can somehow use the quadratic formula?
a lot of it is just quadratic, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's lots of units where I do, like, you can do the 8, 7, I'd be like, I can probably use the quadratic formula here.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, you use the quadratic formula. Okay, if it's negative, because it's all everything under the square root, can you take the square root of a negative number? Of course not. So there's 0 x-intercepts there. They don't exist.
Okay, the way you explained it this time made sense, but the way you explained all the other times made no sense.
This was literally the exact same, but way more concise.
I like it.
Why does that make more sense?
Because you've seen it already now. When you see something for the first time,
Well, no, I know, that's how brains work, still.
and there's a very good chance you might have just been like, this is stupid, and we're like, ooh.
And then it's like mental bullshit.
Everyone shuts, like that happens a lot in high school with people.
Does it? Because
Yeah.
look at something like gross, and they just don't think it.
Mm-hmm. Like that's half of physical science.
Oh, physical science, yeah, nobody really.
I could watch you guys, and if you guys weren't getting it right away, I could just see everyone just.
I cast out all the ray diagram stuff so quickly. And like.
Oh, I'm
stuff
in,
like that.
that's the one unit that makes no sense.
Now, ray diagrams.
We'll go over that today, I think.
Right.
Right.
So, now, the last thing we did here, or that we're going to kind of cover before the final, was going from standard form to vertex form.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So, you just need, because like in standard form, I can't believe I said because like, in standard form, it gives you x-intercepts and a y-intercept, but you still need the vertex. So to find the vertex, you need to go from, let's see, 2,
Oh, this is completely square?
yes,
Okay. This is something important.
So this is standard form to vertex.
yeah, and it's completing the square.
This is still three.
This is 3 and 4. I've been jumping back and forth between the units. I don't like the order that the textbook does it.
Ah,
I think it makes more sense to go through everything in standard form first, and then do completing the square.
oh,
Makes sense.
Like the last thing. Oh, I got an eyelash or something, or COVID in my eye, I don't know.
Wait, so do they go from like, you learned this, and then you complete the square, and then you learn the other one?
Yeah, in the textbook it does completing the square like almost first. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So,
God. McGraw-Hill Ryerson and stuff like that.
what?
now there's steps to completing the square. You guys want me to write out all the steps again?
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, it's when it's like, remember, oh, you have to, it's like that 10-step thing.
There's 5 steps. So
I was gonna say 5 first, but that made, but then I was like, that's not gonna happen.
okay, what steps? I'm gonna give you like,
I'm extracting.
these are like Cole's notes, okay? So step 1, remember you're in standard form, a squared plus b minus c, right? Plus c. Place brackets,
This is like. Also.
around the a and b value.
Black Ops 1.
And factor
Black Ops 2 has,
a
hesitant calories.
out of the bracket.
Oh.
Okay?
The problem is they're all good. Uniform is good.
The white colors. Black Ops 1. Yeah, fine.
Oh, yeah.
I love the one where you get.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, now,
All the names of the things that you
factor a out of the bracket.
Sounds like someone's breaking in.
stomp down.
Then
Just the stone.
Just the wall.
you divide b by 2, square that answer. So I'm just paraphrasing this, and then I'll do an example or two, okay? Then add that answer. Inside the bracket.
Right hand.
Right that.
And subtract outside the bracket.
Oh. Yo, man. Don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Then you factor the bracket.
No.
Okay, so then you factor the bracket, and it's done. Basically, in a nutshell. Okay, so I'll do an easy example, then I'll do a hard example. How's that sound? I could.
Never heard of it. It's less page.
Forgot you're all about the page, the pages.
Page value.
Okay.
Bang for buck.
Let's do an example. Let's go with 3x squared minus 12x minus 9. All right, step 1.
Place bracket zone A and B. And factor A.
Wait,
Okay.
So let's factor A out of everything. So out of this bracket, I divide everything by 3, right? So I rewrite it as with the 3 up front.
How's it 10 here?
12 divided by 3 is just 4. So far, we're all okay with this?
Yep.
All right.
I didn't run on it.
Take the B value. You divide that by 2. Square the answer. What's wrong with Suzette?
Nobody here.
There's you guys.
Yeah, that's gonna be like, oh, go shoot move for an hour. Okay.
No, we'll do something today.
We'll keep you not a word.
Even the game. Maybe we should just.
Maybe we should just
Just
stay in the classroom. Do home.
Do homework.
Here's your thought.
I want to do extra study, and I'd rather study here than at home.
Then do it at
You feel me?
Then do it at home.
I'm feeling you, Jaden. I really am.
And then,
That's
yeah, and
probably
then you have to
good.
subtract everything.
Right. Now, watch the outside part for just a second, please.
I'll take it.
So normally you would subtract it outside, but what you have to do is because you have this 3 out front,
Yeah.
you have to multiply.
Why is there, oh,
What did you say? Write this down or go?
No, just watch this part. So I added 4 inside, but really it's 3 times 4, right? So on the outside, it's actually going to be
Well,
3 times negative 4,
oh, negative 12.
right? Because you subtract it. Minus 9.
Okay, yeah.
Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think something just like cracks like that. all of them,
I always
like
just,
super stiff.
I always just use like the factors of the chair and I just.
I know, I do that, it's that.
Oh.
Now to factor the bracket,
You're like, oh.
two ways you can do it. There's the long way, then there's the easy way. This just simplifies down to factors of 4. The giving 4 would be 2. It's going to be x minus 2.
Is that 3 that's in front of the bracket to say that it's right?
Yes. Probably the center. Now if you look, hey, check it out. -2, -2, right? It's always going to be the same number in both brackets. And it's always going to be whatever your b value divided by 2 was.
Chill.
So when I do this, whenever I get to this point here, I look at what I have up here for my b value divided by 2, and I just write, that was -2, x minus 2 squared, minus 21. Okay? I don't go through and let's factor the brackets now.
I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Does that make sense, you guys? Do you guys remember all this?
Wow.
No, we don't. My friend on my volleyball is good.
Good
He
stuff.
wants to
Yeah,
build a house. He wants to see a house.
An architect?
Not an architect.
Bro, why
Yeah,
do you
I don't know.
Electrical engineer.
I know you just told us to watch, but when you're times 6 big by -4, it's because
Because technically, inside this bracket, it's 3 times 4. So outside the bracket, it has to be 3 times -4.
right.
Okay? But remember, you add it inside, you subtract it outside. Okay?
So is it always like that, or is it like?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. If this was like a -3, then I would be -3 times -4, +4.
Oh,
Okay? Yeah. All right, I'm going to give you guys some questions now to work on for
Wait,
today.
aren't you doing hard question?
That was medium.
Weren't you doing easy one?
Levi said just
he just
medium.
out of nowhere. So he was-
Out of nowhere.
He had no suggestion.
Levi said,
Yeah,
dude,
needed more than one.
I got enough faith. I got enough faith.
you guys want to do another one?
Why are we here?
Well, I can do another. It's not a big
Levi,
deal.
we're not friends anymore.
Here, I'll tell you what. Why don't I put down the questions, and if someone wants to work on the questions, they can. And if you want another example, I'll do another example.
Okay, I'll do it.
I did-
Seriously?
Ah,
I'm
now we
not
have
like
it.
this.
Architect.
Yeah. So,
Ah.
page 199.
Oh my god, you're all sky, it's not double. I want to get Spider-Man for all of those. There's any superhero you want to They should get cast to play Spider-Man. Here, what am I supposed to say next?
I'd be alive.
No,
I don't know who that is.
I wonder if those literally is. I wonder what's his name, like the Falcon.
Wonder Woman? Nobody won.
Exactly,
Yeah,
nobody
it doesn't
wants.
matter what movies, what a loser.
I want to be Batman.
Dude got stuck. That was not even in Marvel.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Like
that's like
Avengers or
DC or.
Yeah, but I just said superhero, not Marvel.
Like, no, why you gotta get mad at Bane? Bane has a proper point. No. I think DC superheroes aren't even superheroes, they're just people with costumes. No, that's such a stupid thing to say.
Batman.
The movies have ruined it. Every comic book.
Can't wait, but Balloon Spider, not considered.
What?
Or has he always been Marvel?
He's always been Marvel. He's always been
I didn't know that.
He got sold, like his movie rights got sold to Sony once. Yeah,
All right.
PlayStation.
So you guys want to do another completing the square?
Yeah, sure. That's why it's on.
If anyone wants to start this, they can.
That's a lot of questions.
Page 199. Page
It's 7, 11, 8, 12.
We're 9-year-olds.
7.
714.
Okay, is that an 11A or that's 16?
11A.
See, I wrote it
Oh
down
my
as 16.
God.
I don't know where you're seeing the 16 from.
I don't know, but I had 16 written down. I don't know.
Cool superhero.
Iron Man. I would. You're really a billionaire and you have a seat that
Yeah, I know. I'll have to be nice.
What's cool with that?
When I open up my positive.
Don Eastworth.
Okay, you guys want to do another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, because you're just you know, carry on.
Yeah, just ignore that message.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Since it's
Like you
James.
would see, but
Yeah.
like everything goes by.
The only color just shows up on the screen.
Looks like the world.
All right.
Why? Because everyone can read your private conversation.
Oh no.
Here's another question. No, doesn't matter.
Well, maybe a little bit,
Can
yeah.
you go back to the
No,
questions I made?
do this example.
I got all
Why are
of
you gonna do
it.
the example?
That's great question up.
Okay, well, real quick, let's do this one.
Open. I want to be full free.
See, nobody says that.
It'll be a short, ugly hair.
Okay.
I want to be dead.
He's made out of something that looks cooler than that.
Let's take out, let's put a bracket. All right, now let's factor out the A values.
I don't know if it's some sort of like, I don't know, that's what it's called, right?
It's like a bad rip-off of vibranium, but it's like good, it's still like the best metal there.
Well, ammonium, I don't know which one's.
So when you do that, don't you just like divide it out?
Yeah, you divide everything by negative 30.
Everything.
Well, inside the bracket. All right,
So then obviously positive.
yeah. I take my B value, divide it by 2, square it. This one's actually not that bad. The numbers are just a little bigger.
Wait, 2 divided by 2.
Nice.
Wait, why does that equal 1 squared?
No, just a square.
You divide by 2 and square the answer, right?
And then don't you actually do 1 times negative 30, so really you're subtracting,
It's like he short.
Yeah.
which is actually added.
And like he.
Okay, so I add this inside the bracket. Then to subtract it outside the bracket, I times it by negative 30, so it makes it positive 30. Plus 105.
Does that end up being negative? No.
No, it'd be negative 1 outside though, right?
Okay. Okay, so yeah, because 1 comes to negative 30, but you're subtracting. Oh, yeah, I already said this.
Yeah. You literally, told me this. It should be negative 1, but it's negative 30 times negative 1. Make it positive 30. Now, I can factor the brackets and all that blah, 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 but I know this is going to be x, whatever b divided by 2 was, 1. So x plus 1 squared plus 135, yeah.
So where you do like negative 30 times negative 1, if that 1 inside the bracket was minus.
No, it won't be because you square it. Yeah. That's kind of how the process works. Okay? All right, I'm going to stop.